Aha, asa, dude, and welcome back to another episode of the Anthill Channel. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Today's beautiful episode will take place in the middle of the Arizona desert, and as we can see, there is a rainstorm all around us, and a rainbow. And we all know what rainbows mean. Queen ants. Rain means that. Rainbows mean leprechauns? Alright, I've got my adventuring bag and my water bottle. Now I'm ready to go. And go we have, as about 2 feet into the walk, a queen has caught my eye. I think that this particular queen is a fidole, one of the big-headed ants. I really like these, so I'm definitely gonna catch her. And thankfully I've got a test tube right here. I also found this really cool piece of a cactus skeleton. Might as well throw that in with her. For this one, I was just able to use the cotton stopper. She just grabbed right onto it and went right into the test tube. Super easy. And it wasn't just her. I was able to get 3 of them within like 3 feet. Awesome. Well, alright, I guess the backpack is coming off already. I have my mobile ant catching kit in here and some test tubes. Let's grab them out. I'll put the queens in here to keep them safe. I'll also get some more test tubes out, because I know there's more queens in the area. Oh, and Jinkies, gang, right next to the bag, there's a chromatogaster queen. Awesome. Now she kinda looks like the fidole, but she's a lot bigger. And in all the excitement, I accidentally hit stop recording on my phone, so I didn't catching her. Catching? Anyways, back to walking. Let's see what else is out here. When looking for queen ants, I like to walk really slowly and kinda stop every few feet, just scanning around for any movement. Ooh, I think I saw some movement over here. I did! It's another queen, and she's huge. Awesome! Let's get her in. And I think I know what species this is, but I can't be sure until I get her back to the lab. So, a reveal at the end of the episode. Alrighty, and with that queen bagged and tagged, let's keep walking. And just over here, I think I saw some more scurrying. Let's go check it out. Oh wow, it was a big old Paganomyrmex queen. Awesome. I've always been a huge fan of the harvester ants. I'm definitely gonna have to scoop her up. She's biting me. Okay, we got her. And just next to her, there was another Paganomyrmex queen. I still don't know how you actually say that. Paganomyrmex? Pogonomyrmex? Anyways, I already have one, so I think this one's free to go. Oh wow, just next to her there was another one. This one's already digging her founding chamber, so she's definitely in the clear. You're good to go. But it wasn't all good news, as I quickly found out that tonight I'm not the only one out here hunting queens. As I had stumbled on these Nova Mesor Coccarelli workers ripping this queen to pieces. And I really wanted to save her, but unfortunately it was too late. And at this point, I just had to remember the circle of life. This beautiful Paganomyrmex queen had to die so that these beautiful Mesors could live. The circle of life goes on, and so do we. And next, for me at least, not quite as bad news, I had noticed this drone ant getting eaten by a tiny spider. That spider's gonna be eaten good tonight. I just hope that this drone was able to mate first. And either way, better him than this queen. This is another chromatogaster. And I think I'll scoop her up, get her away from that spider and those coccarelli. Not my Valentine ant, no thank you. And it wasn't just ants. I also saw this giant velvet mite. This thing is super cool. At first I thought it was a tick, but with some quick research, I was able to find out it wasn't. And then I had seen this really cool golden brown June beetle. I also saw a much bigger yellow one. Though my research proves indefinitive on what this is, I've gotten a lot of answers. It could be a goldsmith beetle, a yellow June beetle, or even a yellow jewel scarab. So if you know, let me know. I also saw this little colony of chromatogasters. Here you can really see why they're called the Valentine ant. It's that little heart-shaped gaster. I also saw a lone worker out here. I think it's a Camponotus, but I'm not sure. Cause, well, she took off. Alright, next. I also saw this giant colony of fidoles, the big-headed ant, and here you can really see why they get their name. Look at those massive heads. Awesome. I also saw this lone worker fighting for her life in the world's smallest pool of water, so I decided to play lifeguard and give her a hand. as I would want someone to do that for me. So she can go ahead and dry off in there and I'll move on. Or maybe just move out. It's getting a bit too dark. Not necessarily to find queens. I personally just don't want to be in this part of the desert at night. There's a lot of large coyote packs in this area, and I am not here to mess with them. Alrighty, and we're back in the ant room, so let's open up the founding cabinet and see what we caught tonight. So everything that's sideways here on the top shelf is what we got. Let's take a look. Starting off, we have a beautiful pair of Chromatogaster queens. And I am super pumped because this is actually my first and I guess second colony of Chromatogasters, so I'm pretty pumped. I also caught a Novomessor cockerelli queen, just like those ones that were eating the pog, but this one is one of ours. So about halfway through the hunt, my phone battery had died and I had to charge it. I caught this Messor queen while it was charging. I also caught a few others, so let's take a look at them. And this is another queen that I had caught. I believe that she is a Pharelius queen. I love this type of ant, as they cannot sting, so this is a super calm species to keep. Except they're really fast, so I gotta watch out for that. I also caught this carpenter ant queen. If I'm not mistaken, she's a Camponotus fragilis, though there are a few that bear striking similarities, so further research is needed. And next up, you might remember these. At the beginning of the episode, we caught 3 Fidole queens. There's also a little piece of a cactus skeleton in there. I'm just curious to see if they use it at all. But it's time for the surprise ant reveal. This is a Myrmecocystus, or the infamous honeypot ant. And I'm so excited to have her, because this is my first one ever. Now, after some further research, I have discovered that this species tends to not have very good fertility rates, sitting at about 30%. Now, considering that this is the only honeypot ant I found in the area, male or female, I'm not thinking that our chances are too high. She also hasn't shed her wings yet, but either way, I want to give her the best chance at success, so I'm going to give her some substrate just in case she is fertile, as the honeypot ant needs a type of substrate or a type of really fine sand so that the pupa can spin into cocoons. This isn't the only ant species that does this, but they are one of few, so we have to make sure to do our due diligence and give her what she needs. In this case, it's just sand. Super easy. So anyways, that is what we caught on our walk tonight, and that is what you might catch if you go on a walk in the middle of the desert, at night, during a rainstorm. Either way, I had a great walk and I found some great queens. So, thanks for watching, have a great night, and toodaloo.